time for baseball on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Chris Archer, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Digging in, Leonis Martin, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankees. Coming to the plate now, Peter Fader, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 0-2, here it is. Hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Digging in, the switch hitter, Smokey, was an 0-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, coming off a 500 homestand, you would have liked to have played better in front of your home crowd. I get that. But they have a chance to right the ship right here. Get on the winning side, push forward, game 1 of this road trip. It's not going to be easy.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fader is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corner. Gavin Cecchini next. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Hard on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Baez. He reached on a single in his first try. To the right. Smokey fields it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Smokey, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Smokey is, of course, a switch hitter, and he uses that to his advantage. He's one of the few truly elite hitters in baseball, and that's true no matter which batter's box he stands in.
Yeah, which absolutely blows me away. The toughest thing to do in sports is to hit a baseball. And to do it from both sides of the plate is just a testament to how much work and effort this guy has put in.
The 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Cecchini scoops it up, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Ready for another chance. Smokey. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Pedroza stands at first with 1 out. 3-0 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Popped him up. Morton over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Striding in once again, Smokey. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Cicchini picks it up. On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to digging in once again. Peter Fader. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. The 1-1 pitch. On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? The second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. Ready for another shot now. Smokey. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. Digging in to try it again, Zach Morton. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Bounce it to the left side, scooped up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Ready once again, Smokey. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Pulled toward right center field. Douglas is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in now for the Yankees, Smokey. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The 0-1.
Nope,
and that one stayed too low, apparently.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 pitch. And a changeup right down the middle.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Fouled away. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top matinee base. Now to the plate, the Mets DH. Forrest Gomez. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the line changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gives more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Next for New York, Smokey. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently third in the American League in that category. And that misses for ball one. Ortiz has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch-to-contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Now the 2-1. He's taken for strike two.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Hit hard on the ground to first.
Hang on. Right here.
On it as this ball's right under his glove. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Man, smoked that.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, Dero, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hit meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
Morton takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Settling in now, Sergio Rubio. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago. And a dive, but he's back in. Smokey is off at first with 2 away. This is pulled into right. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
Runners back. Sent on the ground out to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. Next for the Mets, Chris Baez. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Hey, we're still in the early season. This one, they're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second.
Set to get his day started, Jared Douglas, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. He's turned around in a hurry. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Into the box, Smokey. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Fastball called strike. 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long. Scrambling pitch.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Up next for the Yankees.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Abraham Quevedo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that. Now batting, Smokey. They'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. And a fastball just a bit high.
1-0.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Abraham Quevedo, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Now a snap throw to first, and he'll dive back in. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard to the right side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And he's safe.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
The 3-2 pitch. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force. Leading off the inning, Smokey, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0 home. Misses. Ball 2. Barr, a former member of the Washington Nationals. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a one-year deal. But this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable.
3-1 the count now. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
And he lays off. Ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. So a big moment here, and standing in, Abraham Quevedo. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Now batting.
Digging in, Sergio Rubio, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On the ground to first. Can this be 2? To second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So digging in now, Byron DeLong, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. On to first, and it won't be in time to end the inning as he just about... Into the box now, A.J. Whipple. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Whipple.
The 3-1 pitch. And on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor for that. Afternoon base. Next up for New York, Zach Morton, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Hard hit ball to second. Smokey comes up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Smokey, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
The 3-1 pitch. There's ball 4. At the plate, Jason Neal, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. There's 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. In now, Smokey drew a base on balls his first time up. From the stretch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. In there, and it's even at 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
And a dive, but he's back in there. The set and the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's a look over to first, just keeping him close. And again a throw, and the runner back safely. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Digging in, Mariano Padilla.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Boy, there's another.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Forrest Gomez.
Forrest Gomez.
1-1.
Hard on the ground to second. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that. Stepping into the box, Smokey. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here comes the 0-1. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the 2nd strike. Swinging a blooper to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Right here. On the bag.
So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jason Neal. He flew out in his last at-bat. Working to keep it tied. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair. 6th. Stepping in, Donnell Mitchell.
Catcher, Donnell Mitchell.
1-1-1.
Ball swung on and grounded to second. Smokey is right there. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Smokey was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. He's set and the pitch. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It sails a bit, and he will get into second base as the tying run. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jason Neal. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And both runners will score. It's now a 3-0 ball game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big arc.
At the plate, Donnell Mitchell. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ball right side. Smokey is there. Throw on to first, and the Yankees have finished off a 3-game sweep here on home soil as this one is over. 4-0. Baseball from the big. Now at the plate, Smokey. He's, of course, a long ball threat. Currently third in the American League in that category. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And, fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they cannot allow that one run to deflate them. I know they haven't been playing well recently, but that's nothing in today's game. The way guys are hitting home runs at an epic rate, they just need to calm down and get on the offensive side of the ball.
3-0 to him now. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Pedroza on at first, nobody out. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out. Now in the box, Jason Neal. And the Yanks trying to make this first inning even sweeter here. Oh, it's hit to third. 5 reined in. To second for 1. On to first, a double play. Digging in for his second at-bat, Walter Sinclair. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Sinclair.
1-1.
Hard on the ground towards second. He's got it. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the striding in once again. Smokey. He drew a walk his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low apparently. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball.
2-0 now.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Count is 3-1.
Pitch on the way. 3-2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. count remains full. One out, nobody on. Fly ball out toward left center field. Rodriguez calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Walter Sinclair. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. I'm set with the 0-1. Play ball to second. 4 right to him. One there on to first as they get the double play. Ready for another chance. Smokey. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Walter Sinclair. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. But boy, was he ever upended at second base. Ready once again, William Coe. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly to second. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do. Ready for another shot now. Smokey. He flew out in his last at bat. First delivery to him on the way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Maynard is there. And that ends the inning. In now the Mariners DH, Lauren Campos. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Carmen Diaz. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. 1-1. Here it is. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 9-1 is the way this one ends. Seattle get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Tuesday night. Next for Seattle, Ken Jenkins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Play ball to second. 4 to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Digging in now for the Mariners, Ahmad Smith. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Smith.
Attempt here. Neal is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Smokey. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. And he lays off there 1-0. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. Cole recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Smokey is retired, and there's 1 away. At the plate, Carmen Diaz, and he's one to watch out for. A 7-game hitting streak coming in. The ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this. At the plate, Smokey, 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Count now, a ball and a strike. And that one just missed outside.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Dozier on second. Stanford at first. 2 out in the inning. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-2 pitch.
On the bag,
High
right
fly
here.
ball out to straightaway center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Now at the plate, Ken Jenkins.
Third baseman, number 6. Ken.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out. Coming to the plate now, Walter Sinclair. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And there's a base hit on the line. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball.
Digging in once again, Smokey. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. The 2-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Again, another foul ball.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on. And as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jason Neal. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. At the plate, Carmen Diaz. He flew out in his last at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. One in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Smokey. Zit. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Standing in, Ken Jenkins. He singled his last time up. Comes set and the 0-1. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Next for New York, Smokey. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set. Here it comes. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And he'll snap one over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Pedroza aboard here at first with nobody out. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base. A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. 4 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
Jason Neal, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Jason Neal. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jason Neal becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Skied into straightaway right. Rodriguez is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Digging in now for the Yankees, Sergio Rubio. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Now to the plate, Byron DeLong, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Stepping in, Nick Ray, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad. 8-5 tonight. The M's used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Afternoon base. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Walter Sinclair. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Now attempt here. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So coming to the plate, Smokey, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Dickens going back on it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. Smokey blows through the stop sign, headed for home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Maynard is there, and he puts this one away for the... Digging in to try it again. Smokey found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat. Ball 1. Stanford, the runner at second with 1 away. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. Smokey is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Liner toward right center. That's in there, base hit. The throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
That is what every manager is looking for out of the middle of his lineup. When you get your 3, 4, and 5 hitters producing this early in the season, it can be contagious, and everyone in the lineup starts to contribute.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Ready for another chance? Sergio Rubio, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hard hit ball to second. Maynard takes it in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Digging in and looking for more. Smokey hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance. In there, no balls and a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
The next 3-2. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th. Digging in once again, Abraham Quevedo, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Looped out toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sergio Rubio. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. Riding in once again, Smokey bats here with a double and a triple on his line in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. The 1-0 home is taken. Strike one.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
To 1-2 now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. Here now the 2-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And the throw to first is in time. One gone. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Yankees led this game. A great start to the. Digging in now for the Yankees, Smokey, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Too low, 1-0. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, they cannot allow that one run to deflate them. I know they haven't been playing well recently, but that's nothing in today's game. The way guys are hitting home runs at an epic rate, they just need to calm down and get on the offensive side of the ball.
Smoked on the ground left side, and that's through for a hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season. Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2, and there's out number 2. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Next for New York, Sergio Rubio. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. Hot shot down the line. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in the switch hitter, Smokey. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the stretch. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate. And for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. So next to the plate for the Royals, Derek Martin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Martin.
Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Smokey, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Smokey.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. 0-1 count. Here it comes. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike 2.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get...
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
First baseman.
So stepping in, Jason Neal. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. Ready once again, Abraham Quevedo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. At the plate, Sergio Rubio.
Number 52, Sergio Rubio.
Find the
Cue
ball.
shot
Find the
here
ball,
out
find the
toward
ball.
short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks digging in now. Smokey. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Missed with a slider. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
3-0 now. He's set. Here's the 3-0. Here's a high pop-up. Samuels waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Striding in, Smokey. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Smokey.
Now here's the signal from the dugout, so he'll take first here on the intentional walk, and that makes runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
First baseman.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jason Neal, and their runners at the corners now. A curveball hit right back at him. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The New York Yankees took the lead in the 4th. About set for... And that'll bring up Manuel Margot as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
On the ground, out to second. Smokey. And that's the 2nd out. So striding forward now, Smokey looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1. Hit hard towards the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, I know you fight as an offensive player to get in a 3-1 count. What's the tension level on the mound throwing this guy a 3-1 heater?
That's one of the things you don't want to do. You have a game plan when you go into this, and the game plan normally is get ahead with strike 1 and make hitters expand the zone. 3-1.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Into the box now, Smokey. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a fastball just a bit high.
1-1.
The 1-1. Misses down below the knees.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A payoff pitch one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Nothing. Standing in, Smokey, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Now here's the pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. High in the air out to center field. Heading after it is Margot. He's got it 1 away. Digging in now for Kansas City, Derek Martin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 0-1 on its way. Hard hit ball to second. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Smokey, he flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Now another 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
1-2's the count.
The 1-2 is a ball down and away.
2-2's the count.
The 2-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Derek Martin. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. KC down to their final strike in this one. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first, and the Yankees have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. A single run good enough to do it. Afternoon. Digging in, Derek Martin. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Hard hit ball to second, played on the backhand, and there are 2 away now. So coming to the plate, Smokey. First opportunity for him in this one as he enters play with his average close to the 320 mark. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Hit in the air to right center field. This ball is carrying well. Back it goes, and it is out of here. Digging in for his second at-bat, Smokey.
Well, you don't see this very often, Nettie V. A two-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
2-0 now. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. And that one just missed outside.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. Another payoff pitch. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Jason Neal, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run. Digging in, Abraham Quevedo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that misses, ball 4. A run will come in to score. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Sergio Rubio, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Line toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Neal rounds the corner and is headed home. And it's not in time. He's safe as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play. At the plate, Smokey. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Second baseman.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Curveball stays a little high that time.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The pitch. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. The 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3. Into the box, Arturo Samuels.
The first baseman.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And there's out number 2. Josh Bell the next to hit. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Takes this the other way to right. Lyle is there, 1 away. Digging in, Smokey hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Step on the bag for 1.
Man, when you're leading by 6 runs, you can't let that slip away.
Almost ready for. So striding in, Smokey, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Look, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come into this one in decent form, as despite the loss last time out, they've won 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again.
No, he's in there.
They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
2-0 now. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Pedroza, base runner at first with 1 out. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Runners on first with 1 down. In the air to straightaway right. Moving under it, McCarty. 2 gone.
Batting 8, the shortstop.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on it. Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first is in time, and the Toronto rally goes for. Coming to the plate now, Smokey. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Smokey.
He's set. Here it comes. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Now the 1-0. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. Into the second deck and gone.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing.
Now batting, Smokey. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
0-1 the count. Ready with the 0-1. Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Pedroza stands at second with no outs. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout. Next to bat for Toronto, Chet Nichols. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Up high in the air. Smokey is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping up now, Smokey. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now a move over to first, and the runner back in standing. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Down the first baseline. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could.
Stepping into the box, Anthony Nunez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Down the line. Speared on the dive. On to first to complete the double play. Digging in and looking for more. Smokey has gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Stanford stands at second with 2 gone. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone.
Pick up the ball.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Herbert Scadam.
Catcher, Herbert Scadam.
Ball to second. This could be 2. He's right there. The second for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. 8-1 is the final tonight. New York led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Lucius Young earns the win, his 2nd.
Time of the ball game. 3 outs.
Almost ready. Coming to the plate now, Smokey. He went deep last night twice. First pitch on its way. Oh, and he gets a fastball up in the zone, and he hammers it out to deep left field. And this baby is gone. A home run. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Smokey, he went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, and going back to that last AB when he hit the home run, Matty, that ball was up and out of the zone. This guy's a real good high fastball hitter. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking I got to get that ball somewhere below the knees because this guy definitely likes that ball up and elevated.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already one homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone, ball 3. Jason Neal is on deck. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Leading off the inning, Herbert Scadam, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages, only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw in time at first. Ready for another chance. Smokey. First pitch on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one. Digging in to try it again, Herbert Scadam, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Smokey will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Good breaking ball that time in for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Patrick Shields, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Hit out towards second, fielded cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. New York jumped out to an early. We are north of the. Digging in, the switch hitter, Smokey. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit sharply toward the right side. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. Stepping in for the Jays, Jorge Manuel. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jorge Manuel.
Comes set with the 0-1. Bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Smokey. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not going to get him as he swipes second. One and one to count. Smokey is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through. Riding in once again, Joey McCarty. He flew out in his last at-bat. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Neal fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready for another shot now. Smokey. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
3-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. Ready once again, Jason Neal.
Jason Neal.
Right side. One there. Onto the pitcher covering in time. It's a double play. So coming to the plate, Smokey. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set and the pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is he got him. Next to bat for Toronto, Chad Abraham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the 2-1 pitch. Got to third. Dozier picks it up to second. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double. Not a lot of fireworks, but that narrows the candidate list for our top.